You're listening to Health Professional Radio. Today my guest is joining me from Australia. Her name is Belinda Reynolds and she's the Education Manager at BioCeuticals. Belinda, welcome back to Health Professional Radio.
Thank you very much and thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Now, Belinda, today we want to have a chat about a new delivery technology, certainly one that I haven't heard of before. Can you tell us about liposomal delivery technology, please?
Sure. So the liposomal technology itself has been around for a few decades, but primarily the research in the area of liposomal delivery had focused on drug delivery, and it's only more recent that we've started to look at using liposomes to deliver nutrients more efficiently into the body. And what a liposomal delivery technology entails is basically tiny little vesicles which almost encapsulate a particular nutrient. And that little vesicle is made up of a phospholipid bilayer. So really what it resembles is a cell membrane around a nutrient. Chris Shade over in the States, he's developed a particular technology which has enabled these liposomes to then be made into a really small size. So they're now a nanoparticle size, which means that these encapsulated nutrients can pass passively across the mucosal tissue of the mouth. So what it means is that we're able to get nutrients into the body a lot more rapidly, and we're also bypassing the digestive system so that it removes any concerns which may in the past have been associated with the potential of poor bioavailability because someone may have had certain gastrointestinal issues.
So Belinda, have I got this right? You don't have to swallow these, they're absorbed directly through the mucosa in the mouth?
Yeah, so generally what we recommend when someone is using a liposome, particularly with the nanotechnology, is that you hold the formula in your mouth for about 90 to 120 seconds, and that then allows that passive uptake, and then you can swallow the rest. Some still will be absorbed via the digestive system later on, so that isn't absorbed through the mouth. But the best way and the fastest way to get the liposomal nutrients into the body is by holding it in the mouth and sort of swishing it around so that there's that opportunity for it to pass there and then.
Oh, okay. I have colleagues who have great difficulty, even as adults, swallowing tablets. This would work very well for them.
It would, and I think that's particularly a good area for the use of the liposomes, for those people that have had difficulty in the past swallowing tablets. The other area where these seem to be quite useful is for achieving greater dosages in the serum of certain nutrients. So there are certain conditions that require particularly high doses of certain nutrients in order to achieve a good clinical outcome. And the difficulty in the past has been that people may have a certain level of intestinal tolerance to a nutrient. If they try and take too much, it really upsets their stomach. And also there's a limit to what can be absorbed via the digestive tract. But now because we have this technology and that the nutrient is able to pass within these liposomes quite passively across the mucous membrane of the mouth, it enables us to get a higher dose into the body. And then because of the phospholipid membrane or a layer around the nutrient, the liposome will merge with the cell membrane of our own cells in the body and in a way deliver the nutrient directly into our cells. And then because the liposome structures are so small, they also pass passively across the blood-brain barrier. So as well as getting the nutrients into the body more rapidly and more efficiently, we're also getting them up into the cells more effectively and also across the blood-brain barrier more efficiently too, because the nutrients if we're wanting the nutrient to get into the central nervous system to act within the brain, that process is achieved more efficiently with the use of the nano-sized liposome.
I was fascinated to read this works with both water-soluble and fat-soluble biologically active substances. That's a very neat trick.
Generally with your water-soluble nutrients, the liposome around that nutrient will be a bilayer of phospholipids. So what is in the center of the structure is a water-soluble environment. So nutrients such as vitamin C will be held there within that phospholipid bilayer. When it comes to a fat-soluble nutrient, the structure is what we'd refer to as a nano-emulsion. So it's a single layer of phospholipids surrounding a fat-soluble core. So the fatty acid tails, which are actually hydrophilic of the phospholipids, are pointing inwards and interacting with the fat-soluble nutrient in the center of the core. So that would be for your, say, vitamin D3 and also coenzyme Q10.
You mentioned D3 and you mentioned CoQ10. What other products are in this delivery mechanism?
So in the nano-emulsions, we have the vitamin D3 and the coenzyme Q10. So they're the two fat-soluble nutrients. And then in addition to that, in regards to the water-soluble nutrients that we have, which would be encapsulated in the phospholipid bilayer, we have a vitamin C, so a liposomal vitamin C, a glutathione, an R-lipoic acid, and also a methyl B12, so an activated vitamin B12.
Now I know CoQ10 because I'm a personal fan of it myself. Are these amounts smaller? Does this change the pricing of the supplement?
So generally, when you look at how much you'll absorb from the supplement, it does work out almost better value. So, for example, with the coenzyme Q10, per 2 sprays of the liposomal liquid, you get 40 milligrams of coenzyme Q10. And the increased uptake using the nano-sized liposomes will vary from person to person and from product to product and how long you hold it in your mouth. And there's a variety of different parameters and different factors which can alter how efficiently you do absorb the nutrient. But generally, certain studies have shown that a liposomal nutrient can be taken up into the cells about 100 times more efficiently than a standard nutrient. But again, it will depend on the nutrient itself. So they're actually getting up into the body more effectively, so you're ultimately getting more of it into your body, into your cells, across your blood-brain barrier. So in actual fact, I'd say they're better value potentially than what you may have been using before. What's interesting about the nano-sized particles as well is that they're able to avoid clearance from the body for about 10 times longer than a standard nutrient. So what that means is that the nutrient, when you take it, it will stay in circulation for around 10 times longer than a normal supplement, meaning that you've got 10 times more time for it to be available for utilization, so for uptake into the cells and passage across the blood-brain barrier and that sort of thing. So there's a number of different factors which help contribute to the nano-sized liposomal nutrients being more effective for certain members of the population.
Now, Belinda, because as a small child I had to take, courtesy of my grandmother, cod liver oil by the spoonful, and it tasted really awful. If I've got to put these in my mouth, are they going to taste like cod liver oil?
They won't taste like cod liver oil, no. They'll vary from product to product in what they taste like. So the glutathione is a sulfur-containing compound, so you will have a slightly sulfur taste there, but they have had essential oils added to them to improve the flavour. I won't say that they're a delicacy, but they're certainly quite pleasant to use generally. With the sulfur-containing compounds like the glutathione and the lipoic acid, we do recommend that they're kept in the fridge to minimise the taste and also the smell that can come from them if they're heated up. So in order to sort of maintain those the organoleptic properties, we do suggest that they are kept in the fridge for that reason. But it's been all essential oils that have been used to flavour the products. We don't add any extra sugar or artificial flavours, so generally they're not going to taste like lollies, but they certainly are quite pleasant to use.
Well, see, that's good news. Now, it's not that I'm entirely self-serving, but I do like my medicines to taste good as well as work well.
Yes, so, but yeah, it definitely is important for you to get good compliance.
Now, Belinda, are you kind of expecting that that this delivery mechanism will be a major shift in the marketplace? Do you think a lot of people will swap to it as a preference?
I think they will over time. There's obviously different individuals will have different needs. Some people will prefer certain delivery forms, but I really think that as people start to see the results that they achieve with this type of dosage form, that they will move to it. I mean, there will always be the person who just simply prefers a tablet and will stick with that. But generally with this more rapid uptake and increased uptake and better ability to access the areas of the body which certain nutrients have had difficulty accessing before, I think it will certainly start to be dosage form of choice for a lot of practitioners.
I've been chatting today with Belinda Reynolds, the Education Manager at BioCeuticals. Belinda, how can people get in touch with you if they want to know more?
So you can go to the BioCeuticals website, which is www.bioceuticals.com.au, and you can visit the Contact Us section, where we have our customer service email and also numbers there if you'd like to get in contact with us and ask any questions.
Thank you for being with us today, Belinda. It's been lovely having a chat.
Thank you. Great to chat with you again.
If you've missed my conversation with Belinda Reynolds, the Education Manager at BioCeuticals, the good news is we have a full transcript on our website. We also have an audio archive on YouTube and SoundCloud where you can listen to the interview in full. All of those resources are available at the Health Professional Radio website, www.hpr.fm. My name is Wayne Bucklar. Thank you for listening to Health Professional Radio.